Feliz Navidad. I haven't done a woods deer journal in a while. So we're gonna come out here, and on the last one I said that I was going to show you guys the gold mine. Technically myself, because who are these videos for, right? But anyways, I'm gonna pretend that somebody watches this. And if that imaginary friend that I have that watches this, they're going to know from all my other videos that I kept my promise. So, this here is what a gold prospector and an archaeologist both guessed. Oh my gosh, what is that? Oh, wait, I brought those apple ciders. Anyways, that this was a gold mine. So, glorified well. Talk about overkill. These stones up here on top, these lintel stones, that one on top has to be at least a ton. Now, I know from dating this kind of construction that I found around here that this is all some old stuff. It was anything that was created out here was a mule, a horse, a wagon, a cart. That's it. I mean, one of these cut stones, and a whole lot of these stones. I don't know if the camera will be able to pick it up, but a lot of these stones have some really nice cuts on them. One in here. This is cut and fit together really nicely. Those two stones. I mean, it's not Machu Picchu, but it's pretty good for anything past 150 years ago for sure. It's really good. The other thing that's amazing is there's something I haven't uncovered yet with this giant stone down here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it. Right in here. This giant stone with that nice sharp edge, nice sharp line coming down. That stone comes somewhere down into here. And I mean, I guess it's the diving board, right? Haha. But who knows what the heck it is. If it's a spring house, it's somebody really had some time on their hands. But I'm gonna keep on excavating it out. Also wanted to show what actually got my address on an archaeology, I don't know, a pin on a map for archaeologists. And that was this guy. Now, I did not find this with the copper band on it. I put that on it because I was trying to put it onto a chain. And I don't have a chain small enough, so it sits in my pseudo jewelry box. But this thing, it is quartz. I don't know if you can see how translucent it is. Can you guys see that at all? Maybe I'm just totally messing it up with the sun. All right, let's block the sun. There we go. This is fun. It's fun. It's awesome. It's still sharp. It is still like those jagged teeth on there. They are still sharp. If I were to bear down on my skin or something with that, probably 10, 15 pounds of force, I'd cut myself with that. It's that sharp. So this is my dad jokes, and he's like, "That it is the precious, the precious." But it is really cool. I don't have any objects that I'm a golem for, but that's cool. Anyways, nice fresh haircut today. Oh, I feel so good. I know it's like December 30th, and I was wearing a short sleeve shirt. No hat. The tree falls in the woods. Does everybody on YouTube hear it? That was cool. Maybe I'll have to review this video. Maybe something happened. Maybe there was an animal in the tree trying to run out and made the tree fall over. We do have bear out here. That's one reason for the Magnum. I found a bear print that was every bit as big around as a dinner plate. This is no exaggeration. I was very shocked to see that kind of. Now I'm looking over my shoulder. I was very shocked to see that kind of footprint around here. I thought we had 250-pound bears, but something big. So, lots of stuff on my mind lately. Year in review. I found this last December 7th, 2018. And yeah, it's been another crazy year. A lot of good stuff gotten done, man. It's been a lot of I got to meet my son for the first time. His maternal has kept me from being able to spend any time with him for years. So on September 11th, it's a good a day as any. Let's take Satan's holiday and turn it into something good, right? So I found out where he was going to school and found out he was back in town to begin with. Wasn't really quite sure where he was for a while, but they had to enroll him in school eventually. So I got to meet him this year, 3 months ago. That was pretty cool. Walked in. Got to spend very little time with him. Very little time. I didn't catch the whole lunch period, and it brought some drama. Some drama ensued, but that was awesome getting to meet him. And that happened this year, so that was good. But let's see what's happened this year. Just a whole lot of crap. Delays, thefts. People don't want to pay me, so I'm shutting the business down. Shutting it down. I'm not doing it anymore. I mean, it's not like I can just throw away my welding skills and things like that. Definitely wouldn't get rid of any tools. But switching gears. I'm sick and tired of dealing with people. A few bad apples. Just ruin it for everybody. So I just want to focus on agriculture, growing food. It's a good time to grow food. You should get some food growing. If you don't compost, you should compost. Merry Christmas. So, New Year's Eve. I planned. I got a 6-pack of Ace pineapple. So that's my. I'm saving that for New Year's Eve. That's my champagne. Wanted to do a name drop because I'm really happy with this. Oh, wait, is that backwards? Morakniv. 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 This thing. This is the stainless. This is the stainless version. and is also the medium duty version of this knife. They have more knives. They have so many different style varieties. It's really awesome. I went to their website and I was like, oh yeah, glad I got 3 of these. But yeah, thanks. I'll keep you in mind. Anybody ever wants to get me a present for next Christmas? Well, they have some. They have some buckskin knives that are really nice, so I can do some fleshing knives, buckskin fleshing knives. Make myself that deerskin tuxedo I've always wanted. But yeah, I would definitely suggest checking them out. I mean, it's definitely it's a real knife. It's definitely a real knife. I've had it for about 4 weeks. I got 2 of them. I got the heavy duty in carbon steel because I knew that would take a little bit better of an edge, and I got the medium duty in stainless steel. I have not yet used the carbon steel blade. I kind of got that as a just in case. It was $14. The stainless steel knife was $14 to $18. Skinned out 2 deer, prepped them all with this knife, the stainless steel knife. Got them from forest to freezer with this knife, and it is great. I did 2 turkeys and a squirrel. I haven't got around to eating that squirrel yet. I'd like to get a couple of his buddies to make it a nice meal. But yeah, we're gonna do a squirrel roast. So if you want to try some squirrel, we'll be doing that soon. Might even try to do it outside, like over a campfire or something. I haven't really ever done that. So most I've ever done over a campfire is hot dogs, hamburgers. You get the effect. It's meat over a fire, but it's not like, you know, squirrel. So really happy with the Mora knife. I forget which style it is, but you can tell by the shape. They have a lot of different shapes to their handles and slightly different shapes to their blades, and that's all about the function. So it's and I don't necessarily think that what they say that the function should be is what it should be for. So you can kind of just, if you're for your culinary or your wood whittling or whatever you want. I mean, whatever fits your hand and that tool is going to be right for you. I like a nice knife. I like to make my knives, but I don't know. I've never really gotten into making some nice 3-4 inch carving knives like this. It's like something for the deer and the squirrel. We got some beaver around. I'm pretty interested in trying what beaver tastes like soon. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know what beaver tastes like. But it'd be nice to go harvest my own beaver, get a pelt, get a tail. I saw this video where somebody made a clutch purse out of a beaver tail. It's kind of cool. I don't know what I need a clutch purse for, but oh, that got warm. Still tastes good. Another name to drop. Stuff is delicious. Absolutely. There you go. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to freeze it for you to be able to read backwards. Or not. Maybe that's just the way it looks to me. Do I need to reverse them? Do I need to do a mirror view or something? I don't know. I wish I still had a flip phone. I love it back here. It's so cool. Down at the bottom of the hill. So that's the hill going up behind me. and where I was at the homestead, where all the rocks and everything were. It's like way up there, top of the hill. See those pines? It's a little bit of clearing where you see some sky up there. It's kind of hard to see, I guess it from the camera view. Mostly all looks clear, but because I'm just rambling my active imagination now, thinking of something that might come to me, because I really don't want to do another video for like 2 weeks, a month, something like that. It's kind of like, it's fun to save up for it, you know. Let's see what else. It's very interesting to look at what's going on with the solar minimum and the pole shift. A lot of people all freaked out. I mean, at the moment, I'm just kind of like, oh, crap. Glad I never bought that global warming pill. But, you know, stuff's going to do what it's going to do. People shouldn't pollute. Shouldn't pollute, you know? Polluting is bad. But we're still just throwing ponds into a river. The water's still going to flow downstream. So, it's cool to actually see some real scientists that are on top of it. And I think a whole lot of climate data is going to change here soon. What has been mainstream accepted climate data, I'm sure they're going to do the same thing they do as, you know, they've done before. That's why they changed it from global warming to climate change. So it's like, yeah, well, if the climate's not changing, we're Mars. So the climate doesn't change on Mars. I mean, I'm not an astronomer, but that's what I hear. So that's, yeah, climate change. I'm glad there's climate change. And so we're still living. Yes, I am drinking an alcoholic beverage, and I am wearing a firearm. And I am also on my own property, and I shall not be crossing my property line anytime for the next 48 to 72 hours. So I think I'll be good by then. Been out here thinking, like, what would be the best spot to put a tree house? And I want to be really sure of it, because I will put some nails into some trees. But I don't want to put nails in trees that I'm like, okay, you're going to be firewood eventually anyways. Let me go ahead and have a few years of fun. With you. You can be a deer stand. It can just be maybe a zip line post. Be great. Be fun. So that's about all I got, you know. I mean, I had stuff earlier and just don't really want to talk about it. I saw 2 deer on my way out here. Since I did my last video, I've gotten 2 turkeys and my first deer all by myself. Did a little video about it. Me and the dog. She thought she got it. It was amazing. She was so protective over it. A couple of friends dropped by. The neighbor that I mentioned that helped me process it. And she usually runs and jumps all over people and tries to lick them to death. And she just sat there right beside the deer. It was like, I just got this thing. I got this. This is mine. My food. It was fun. So I gave her some last night and this morning. So she got a venison dinner and a venison breakfast. Not much, just a little bit, but went well with kibble. So, all right. Happy New Year, because I won't be doing another one in a couple days, so.